Hello, my name is Keith Haswell. I'm a professional astrologer with over 30,000 clients worldwide, and I've been in the business for more than 40 years. It's nice to have the opportunity to be able to talk with you on this video about a prelude to your new life. Now I've already released 106 videos in the last 12 months or so, and I'm going to be releasing about another 80 in 2014, and these are largely going to be what you might call spiritual growth and personal growth videos. Now, before you start watching these videos, it's important for you to understand the nature of reality and your place in that reality, and what energies and forces that you are dealing with in this space-time rule set that we know as our Earth. We are all living in a space-time rule set, which is an energy construct. Now, it's important to deal with energies and to understand that you are an energy force, and you have consciousness, the energy of consciousness. And you have the energy also of life. So you are a triplicity. You are a triplicity of spirit, which is your life, soul, which is your consciousness, and personality, which is your expression. Now, that personality vehicle is made up of three parts. You've got the dense physical body and the etheric body. They're classed as one in spiritual terminology, because the real body is your energy body, your etheric body, your body of light and your body of energy. And the dense physical body is only an automaton that is a reflection of that more real energy body of yours, the etheric body. Now then you have an emotional body, and you have a lower mental body, and part of your soul is your higher mental body. So the lower mental body is made up of the lower four subplanes, for use of a better word. But look, we have to deal with symbols, and we have to deal with metaphor in order to help you to understand the nature of reality. Now, the best way for me to do this is to say to you that you can appreciate that physical things are hard and you can't pass your hand through the walls, but water is able to be passed your hand through. And you can pick it up and you can throw it upon your face. And so it's energy that is in a less limited form than the dense physical. And then you've got the air, or the gaseous. Now the gaseous is so subtle that it can't even be seen. But with the air, you can feel it against your face, you know it's there. Okay, so I'm using metaphor and symbol here to help you to understand the nature of reality and your place in that reality, because it's vital before I start releasing these videos on your personal growth and spiritual growth, for you to understand the nature of the space-time rule set that you are living in. Okay, so now you understand that there are energies and there are forces that are more subtle than others. Okay, now then you've got 4 levels of ether. One of them is light, and all of the subatomic particles all belong to that realm of the etheric level. So this is energy that it can only be registered by scientific instruments in the form of light and electrons and neutrons and protons and photons and so on and so forth. So now you're with me a little bit here about the way that it all works, but you've got more subtle levels of the etheric energy as well. 3 higher, more subtle levels of etheric energy, and then you've got 7 gradations of emotional energy. and this is more subtle again. And then you've got 4 levels of mental energy, and this is again more subtle. So here you are as an energy form, focusing your consciousness, which is energy, within this energy construct of lower mental, emotional, and etheric stroke physical energy. So it's all energy. And you are having thoughts all the time. And these are creating living forces, living energy forms that are called thought forms. Now, I've spoken quite a bit about thought forms and the way that they function in my videos 104, 105 and 106. And we'll be able to send you all of my videos once you have your horoscope number 1 done, which is free. We'll be able to send you the list of all and the links to all of my videos, as well as 12 CDs out of my book, What Really Matters, on meditation, astrology and reincarnation. You'll get a whole lot of goodies from us all free of charge simply by submitting your birth details through my website. And then we can start working together as a team before you go on into these personal growth and spiritual growth videos, because they're going to mean so much more to you once you have heard these 104, 105 and 106 videos, which deals with thought forms. So every time you have a thought, and you have 50,000 thoughts a day, you are creating a thought form. It's a living force of energy within yourself, and it's made up of etheric energy and emotional energy and mental energy, but it's living there within your aura. Okay, so it's important to understand that you are the creator of little lives, and these little lives don't have choice. They can only follow out the will of their creation. Now let's analyze your thinking processes here. If you have attitudes and beliefs and thoughts and feelings that relationships don't work out for me, or I'm unlovable, or life is a financial struggle for me, or I'm no good, or I'll never amount to anything, all of these thoughts many times are put there in your childhood and by parents who tried to do their best, and they're put there by peers, and they're put there by exes and bosses and brothers and sisters and so forth. So you've got all of these attitudes and beliefs and thoughts and feelings that are very destructive to you, that you have been taught that this is the way that reality is, that you're unlovable, that relationships never work out for you, and that you'll never amount to anything, that life is a financial struggle for you, and you're full of anger, and you're full of guilt, and you're full of shame, and you're full of fear. Look, we all are very complex beings. All of us have been subject to these sort of attitudes and beliefs and thoughts and feelings. So it's not as if you're the only one who has these problems. Okay, so if you have an attitude, for example, that you're unlovable and relationships never work out for you because your mother or your father told you in no uncertain terms that you were unlovable, then you've got an attitude and a belief there in your subconscious mind, which is a powerful living force because you've reflected upon that thought hundreds and thousands of times and pumped it up to be a very powerful thought form. And these thought forms are on the downward arc of energy into matter. So they are coming down from the mental plane to the emotional plane, where they draw upon your energy of desire and your anger and your shame and your fear and anxiety and so forth, and then they come down into the etheric levels and just sit there waiting for an opportunity to express themselves as an event in time and space. That's the way that it all works. All of us are dealing with the same situation. And then the planets move around in the zodiac and form aspects with planets in that particular house. If it's to do with finances, it's the second house. If it's to do with the home and the family, it's the fourth house. If it's to do with romance and love and relationships, it's to do with the fifth house, and so forth. So you've got all of these thought forms that are sitting there waiting for an opportunity to express themselves as an event in time and space. Now, if you have a belief and you point the finger of blame at mummy and daddy did it to me, I was abused as a child, sexually abused or physically abused or emotionally abused by neglect or whatever, that I just wasn't loved good enough, and therefore I have a belief that I'm unlovable, and you want to point the finger of blame at mother and father. They're only human beings. They did their best under the circumstances. So the idea is to forgive them. But if you want to hang on to that, blame, that relationships never work out for me because mummy and daddy did it to me. And if you want to hang on to that belief, okay, then what's going to happen? What's going to happen is that if relationships start working out for you and you start falling in love, your subconscious mind says, ding, 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 inconsistency, inconsistency, inconsistency. It's inconsistent with your beliefs. And it will introduce into the scheme of things, into your relationships, energies and impacts that will make that relationship not work out. Because you have a hidden agenda, you see. In that very belief, you have a hidden agenda that mummy and daddy did it to me, or that ex-boss did it to me, or that ex-spouse did it to me. They're the ones to blame. So if you want to hang on to the blame and the finger of blame, then it means that any time a relationship starts working out, you're letting them off the hook. You can no longer point the finger of blame at them if your relationships are going well, or your finances are going well, or your domestic environment is going well, or your job situation is going well, or your health is going well, or your spousal relationships are going well, or your career is going well, or your business is going well, or your friendships are going well. Look, we are all in a space-time rule set, and we all have these hidden agendas there in our belief patterns, and these hidden agendas are bringing about the destruction of our relationships and struggle financially, difficulties and fear and anxiety and anger in speech, problems in the home environment and lack of trust in the home environment, and a domination and manipulation and control in the home environment, relationships that don't work out for us, children that are a nightmare for us, problems in regard to health, difficulties with our work and employment. Look, it's important to let that in. That every single event in your life is the result of a thought form. They are living forces that are living within your aura, waiting for an opportunity to express themselves as events and conditions in your life, and they are all created by you. Nobody did it to you. You've allowed those things to happen to you, and you wanted to learn those lessons. If you got abused as a child or whatever, you wanted to learn those lessons, and you wanted to set yourself up for these experiences so that you could become more of the giant that you truly are. So get stuck into my intensities, put your birth details in through the Your Horoscope page of my website, and so we can start working together as a team, and we can start helping you to grow and reach and stretch, to transform over a period of time through the science of meditation those negative attitudes and beliefs. We can transform them into positive attitudes and beliefs. This is what causes disease, is the lack of a proper flow of vitality and energy through those etheric centers of yours. So you can actually change those beliefs by attrition. These belief patterns are there. They've been repeated hundreds and thousands of times over the decades, and they are strong and powerful forces within yourself. You can't kill them and just stuff them inside your joints. you can actually change them by attrition, because you change the direction of your mind. You see, every single time that you think about one of these thoughts, you are pumping it up with energy. Your mind is an energy distributor. And when you focus upon those thoughts and those feelings and those attitudes and those beliefs, you are pumping them up with the energy of your mind. And so the idea is to change the direction of your thinking processes to more positive attitudes and beliefs and thoughts and feelings. And over a period of time, they become your habitual patterns of thought and feeling and attitudes and beliefs, and the other negative ones die of attrition over a period of time. And what happens then? All of these events and conditions that are happening in your life are a reflection of the positive thoughts and the positive feelings and the positive attitudes and the positive beliefs. This is what life is all about. Now I'm going to release some beautiful videos for you now that will help you to become more of the giant that you truly are. Spiritual growth and physical growth and emotional growth and mental growth, personal growth. We all want to become more of who we really are. We all want to be successful, but if you've got pain in your life, you've got work to do. It's important to understand that you've got work to do on these attitudes and beliefs and these thoughts and the feelings. And the way to do it is to get knowledge into yourself. Knowledge will be turned into wisdom. And the wisdom can help you to become more of the giant that you truly are. We're all on a path towards God and Goddess, and they are there to help us. So get stuck into my intensives, submit your birth details, subscribe to my website, and subscribe to my videos so that you get every new one that comes out. But play those number 104, 105 and 106 over and over again so that you understand more about the nature of thought forms and the way that they work. And these are the energies and forces that you are dealing with in life. Nobody is doing it to you. Look, there's not one event happens in your life by random chance. Science says it's all random chance, but it's not. Astrology can prove that. Even having your free horoscope number 1 done by me will prove that to you. But the horoscope number 3 is a more personal one that will help you. Look, there's just so much there that I can do for you. So I'm happy to have had this opportunity to be able to talk with you. I thank you for your attentiveness. I look forward to working further with you should you submit your birth details, and then we can work together as a team to help you to become more of the giant that you truly are. Thank you.